Hello, welcome to our Heritage Works. Today, we're making apple pie. Our ingredients today are 3 tablespoons of gluten-free flour, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch, 2 teaspoons of pie spice, half a cup of brown sugar, half a cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of butter that we will melt later, 1/8 of a cup of lemon juice, and we're going to use 2 pre-made pie crusts. Of course, the most important ingredient in apple pie are apples. I use a variety, and you want about 6 medium-sized apples. The first thing we will want to do is to combine our flour, our sugar, our cornstarch, and our spices together and make sure they're well combined so that way it's ready to go when the apples are done. So we're going to mix this up and just set it aside until we're ready for it. To prepare the apples, what we're going to do is quarter them, and we're going to peel them, take the cores out, remove those, and then we're going to slice them nice and thin and as evenly as we can in size. This will ensure a good, thorough cook while the pie is baking. We are also going to add our lemon juice to the bowl of apples, and we'll periodically stir this. This will keep the apples from turning brown before they get into the pie, and it's good flavoring to begin with, and it'll allow that to start soaking into the meat of the apples. If you notice, I'm saving the peels. These are the good portions of the peel, and I can use this for other projects like vinegars and that type of thing. With our apples all nicely cut, we can add our mixture that we made earlier in, and we're going to stir this up. You'll also notice I've melted my butter. We're going to pour this in as well and mix it in. The pie shell we're using today is brought to us by the Maine Pie Company. It's gluten-free. I found it in our frozen food section near the ice cream and pastry, puff pastries and those type of things. So look there to see if you can find it. There are 2 shells in the package, so I'm going to take the second one, which I've partially defrosted, and I'm going to take it out of the pie shell and use it for the top. Now, the problem with doing this is we've got the pre-formed shell, and it's not going to look quite right because it's molded to the aluminum foil. It's not going to impact the taste, but it is going to impact the way it looks. I really personally didn't care. So all I wanted to do was put it on top and pinch the corners and be done with it. The dough needs some vent holes, so I'm going to go ahead and make this in the shape of letter A for apple, and it's just because I wanted to know what kind of pie it was. I'm going to shield the edge of the pie. This is just to keep the crust from browning too much right along the edges. I'll remove these for the last few minutes of baking. I'm also putting a honey and water mixture, and it is 1 tablespoon of honey with 1 tablespoon of water. I'm just brushing this on top to make a nice little glaze. The pie is going to bake in a 400-degree oven for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to turn it down to 375 degrees for 30 minutes. Now that the pie is done, this is where I'm going to need your help. It tasted absolutely fantastic, but it was runny on the inside. So I don't know if I didn't get enough thickener, the cornstarch and flour, or if I didn't get it hot enough, long enough for it to set up. So those of you that are more familiar with pies, can you please tell me if I should increase my thickener or if I need to bake it longer or hotter or something like that? If you could tell me what I did wrong to get the juice to gel better, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you for watching.